Hello, welcome to this, what will actually be a fairly brief channel update. So, basically, there's not going to be any videos this week. Um, I had to do some work over the weekend, which reduced my time to record. What I did manage to record is, I went in to start editing it, thinking I could, it's like, oh, I could just record the other episodes during the week, maybe. And I went in to start editing, and I realized there was no audio for the system audio. And I checked, and sure enough, so I have like an old TV of mine that I have as a second monitor that I use sometimes. But because it's a TV, it also counts as being speakers too. And for whatever reason, my computer likes to switch to it as primary. I'm not sure why. So what happened was the audio got switched to there, and nothing got recorded. At least as far as system audio. So it's like, well, screw it. At least, these were Fighters Anthology videos, so at least, they're a lot easier to redo now, whereas before I had to muck about with getting campaign files and such, and it was just a nightmare. But now that we're in the single missions, I can just be like, oh, I'm going to play that single mission again. Well, the other bit of news, though, is that my father, or not my father, thank God it's not my father, but my grandfather died over the weekend due to complications from having a stroke, then falling out of a wheelchair, and then getting COVID. So I think the official cause of death is COVID. So yeah, that happened. So the funeral is tentatively scheduled for sometime this week. So that's also going to cut into what time I have for recording this week. So I decided, you know what, with everything that's going on, just not going to record this week. Other than this video, of course. So yeah, that's kind of where things are at. I fully expect them to resume next week, which I believe is actually going to be Thanksgiving weekend, or week. So hopefully, I love how this guy hasn't even spotted us yet. Amazing. So hopefully things will get back to normal, and we can move on from there. And that pretty much concludes the update. I don't think there's anything else new going on. Obviously, still doing Fighters Anthology, still doing Delta Force. Still going to be doing the Complex for a while. Not too terribly long. There's only like 9 endings. I did kind of look some of them up. The speed up things. So that shouldn't take too long. And then Command & Conquer is obviously still ongoing. Hey, he finally spotted us. We fired 100 shots at him and haven't landed a hit yet. Let's see. Oh, our hit chance is 0.3%. That would explain it. Okay, so he's probably swinging about to hit us with torpedoes. So, actually, let's swing out the other way. Or just head directly for where he is now, because then he's going to overshoot. But yeah, we are dealing with, as far as the destroyer, I decided it was kind of like a super gearing destroyer. So, 1940s tech here that we're working with. But we've got 4 triple 5-inch guns. Now I know what. I forgot. That takes 2 of my guns out of action, at least, so. But 4 triple 5-inch guns and 2 quintuple torpedo launcher mounts. We also have a smattering of armor. Pretty much as the game will let us, although we are a bit slower and heavier as far as destroyers go. but I think we'll take a bit more hits. And then we also got some basic anti-flooding on board. I really wanted to get bulkheads. Oh, I did get reinforced bulkheads one. That's right, I got that by sacrificing around the reloads for my torpedo launchers, so. And I'm really disappointed that he's landing the first. Oh, he has smoke. For you, I can smoke too. So there we see our first round of torpedoes has deployed. We do have electric torpedoes installed, don't quite have the range, but they should be harder to detect, although he probably has hydrophone gear, which we'll find out once we're finished identifying him. Oh, yep, here's his torpedoes. A little disappointed I didn't get a huge warning off of it. And did I just hear us launch more? Yes, we did. We launched more. Apparently our destroyer thinks he's got a good chance of hitting him, which is, well, kind of hilarious. Because we are about 3 miles out. And I wouldn't be launching at this range. I think we're going to save torpedoes. There we go, we got 2 hits. We are using heavy shells as opposed to standard shells, I think. Let's see what he's using. He is using standard shells, so comparatively we're going to do more damage per hit for a given caliber than he is. Ooh, all the fog is making my system choke a little bit there. Alright, so we set him on fire, he stopped the fire. Now he's kind of shooting over us, thankfully. Looks like we've switched to HE. So, whereas you can tell, I don't think it works that way in real life, but I do like how in games they illustrate the shells being fired. Like, these white shells are AP rounds. So the fact that he feels he needs to use AP to penetrate our armor makes me feel a bit good. Whereas we are using HE, and see, even when he does hit, not doing a ton of damage, whereas we're using HE rounds because he has less than an inch of armor overall. Most of that's in his belt, conning tower, and turrets, so. And honestly, even an inch of armor isn't going to do that much other than maybe give you some oblique shots that'll bounce off, but also not fond of his mixed armament here. I mean, granted, I do like a certain amount of mixed armament. Like for battleships, I would love to have, main battery, secondary battery, tertiary battery, at least for this era. Or the era that this deals in, but there we go. See, a 5-inch shell hit his mid-belt, which is one of the most armored parts of his ship. And we still got a ton of damage off of that. I thought I heard potentially torpedoes get... Oh, he just saw our torpedoes. Oops, let's select our... Let's swing around a bit here. Let's see, how far out are our torpedoes? Oh, up here. So I think he detected the ones in front of him. So those are going to be an obvious miss, and I think he's slowing down a bit here, so these are going to miss too. Which is why I was surprised he took shots at that range. Alright, looks like we did take a hit to our rudder, but our structure's doing pretty good, all things considered. It'll be nice when we can get stats for, like, crew casualties and stuff. His is down to 76%, so he's not doing that well. Here by getting a bit more of an angle on him. Hopefully his rounds are going to be more likely to bounce off. Okay, that second spread missed him too, so not too surprised. They're not terribly fast either. They're actually faster than I would have made them, given how submarine torpedoes were, electric torpedoes tended to be, maybe 30 knots. on the upper end. Depending on the era. Well, I guess this is a... Well, this would have been early war, but the electric torpedoes in this game, at least for a 21-inch torpedo, tend to go... Alright, let's come about here and just screw with them. But in here, I think they run around 35 knots. I don't know if I can actually get... Here we go. Yep. 36.5 knots. So we can see... He's 35.5 knots. Slower than I would have thought, given his well, he does have a huge amount of secondaries on here, so... And even his primary battery, by number of turrets, is bigger, so... I see he went with 2 funnels rather than, Oh, he does have 4 spoilers. Why would he do that? Should be able to get away with 1 if you have forced. I don't know what's going on there, if they just have really bad smoke tech in game or what, but... Ooh, we almost hit him there, I think. We're so close. There we go. Charge of fire. Yeah, even at this short range, he's still using AP rounds. Now, we are about 1.5 miles, give or take. So, at this range, I would be a little more comfortable using his torpedoes, but they aren't even reloaded yet. They have a... Wow, they have a pretty hefty reload time. Let's see, that's about 12 minutes, I think. Alright, we've damaged his engine. Looks like he's launched torpedoes. You can see him there. I'm a little disappointed the game doesn't give you the giant warning triangles. This is the Alpha 9 update, I believe, which just came out today. And it seems like we don't get the nice big warning triangles when torpedoes are first detected. A little disappointing, but... Fortunately, it doesn't have much bearing on us. At this point, we might just be able to burn him out of his hull. Ooh, fire and flooding. See, now we can, Oh, see? His 3 enters have armor-piercing rounds on, and they still bounced. So... He just cannot compete. He's got damage to, looks like, all 3 engines, and he's sinking... Oh, that flooding we started did him in. I guess he had no anti-flooding control, so... So that concludes today's channel update and bonus USA versus China destroyer battle. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next week when hopefully videos will start again. And stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.